Guess what?
What?
Scheetz heads, it's time. It's that time you've been waiting for all week long.
It's talking sheets?
You think that's honestly what they're waiting for?
I don't know. I was thought you were really hyping us up. You're barely talking today. We're just sheets.
It's whispering sheets.
Even when we got nothing to talk about, there's nowhere I'd rather be. 'Cause there's something about you and me just sitting around talking sheets.
Dan Davidson. Not all heroes wear capes.
Some wear cowboy hats
Like Dan Davidson.
and a V-neck.
We'll get to that coming up. I feel like that kid, have you seen that meme or video or whatever it is, where there's that little kid that gets so excited and he just keeps stuttering? You know
Yeah,
that
yeah,
kid?
yeah.
Because
He's fired up.
I have so much to say today.
Which is like, you always have so much to say.
Yeah.
But I feel like you do have extra more to say
Oh my
today.
gosh, I've got so much to say.
And you can, like we said, you can barely talk.
Yeah, I've lost my voice. I left it at Cook County Saloon.
Which isn't the first time. You're not the first guy to lose his voice at Cook County.
I left
certainly.
it at Cook County Saloon many times in my life. I
Yeah.
thought those days were over, but they're not.
You know
And-
what? You think that, and then that cooked. I barely got it off in the shower this morning, but you get that stamp on you that says cooked, and you're like back to your
Yeah.
former teenage self, and
Yeah.
you're ready to rage every
Okay.
time you step in the building.
Well, we'll get to that.
I know, you have so much to say.
I did want to say, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for that. You will notice a bit of a difference. This is the first time in the 60-some episodes of the show.
Yeah, 65?
No, we were at 66 before. So
Okay, 67.
I think you usually-
when I
usually
make the
count
graphic,
up. Yeah.
usually, yeah, 60 something.
However many it is. I have never brought makeup to the show, but your mom, executive producer, Care Bear, or executive producer to the executive producer?
Renato's the producer. She's the executive
Got
producer.
it. Okay. Yeah, in case CRA is listening.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. I went to my buddy Alex, first plugs free, Mr. Barber, just the one on. What is the area called here? I don't know these areas. On the west end?
The where is it? Oh, in the Hamptons.
In the Hamptons.
Which is so funny because when
Yeah.
you think of what the Hamptons is outside of New York City, it's not exactly the same. But I like that they're being aspirational about it.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay, so I go to Mr. Barber, Alex, my barber. He is, we've become really good buddies, you know. I guess. I mean, it's kind of transactional. I pay him good money to be my buddy.
You think he's your buddy, and to him, he sees a hairy man.
Exactly. So there's not a whole lot of hair to take care of. Although my hair does grow like very quickly.
It's also not easy to tame.
It's Chia Pet.
Yeah, like it's not. You think like, oh, this is gonna be easy, but
Yeah.
it's actually you have to have. There's some finesse involved in keeping your hair down and shaping it because it's so.
You
it's
think
got a mind of its
you'd
own.
think that it wouldn't matter. And you know what? Shout out to Renato's dad, Franco. Again, a wonderful barber in his time, and he continues. I've had a couple of great haircuts from him. The challenge is he's up in St. Albert, and by the time I get there, you know, Hamptons is closer.
And you're a last minute guy.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say Franco is a last minute guy.
No.
They like to have a plan. So
Yeah.
you wake up one morning and you're like, hey, I need a haircut in the next hour.
Yeah.
Alex hooks you up.
With Franco,
it's
if
more
I
of
need
a-
one in November, I need to let him know now.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair. He's booked and busy. You gotta let him know. But when you have your last minute, like, oh, I just remembered I planned another concert.
Yeah.
I've gotta get a haircut. You gotta get somewhere close and fast.
Franco's busy watching Italian court shows. I think that's what he watches, right? Doesn't he? Like Law and Order at Italy or something?
It's a bunch of like reality shows.
Oh.
They have like, it's kind of like Judge Judy, but
Yeah.
the Italian version.
Yeah.
It's Judge Giulio.
Is it really?
No.
Oh, I was like, oh.
Anyway, Alex does a great job of the Duke. The first time I came home, and again, you think, everybody can just cut my hair. It's just whatever. It's poker straight, and they just do their thing with the number 2 on the shaver. But I came home, and Karen said, I like that cut. You keep trying to go
And
back
she's
to
a
that.
tough critic.
You go back to that guy. And so he just does a great job. But what he does is he also tries to get rid of all the other hair. Like, the Lord has a sense of humor. I can't grow it on my forehead, but can I grow it on my nose, out of my ears? It's ridiculous. And so Alex is really, really concentrating on the nose hairs on the top of my nose. He says, because the problem is now it's getting sunnier and people can see it from the side and it looks disgusting.
That's an old man thing for sure. I
Yeah.
remember when you see a man is old if he's got hair growing out of his, like not through the nostrils, like just through the tip.
On the top like a cornfield.
Yeah, that's old man stuff for sure. So you're getting there.
So anyway, he did that. But
So he waxed the tip of your nose?
Oh, yeah.
Did it hurt?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. It did.
I've used like those pore strips, you know, that you put on and then you rip them off. They're apparently not good for you, but I've used them in my younger years. Yeah. And that hurts.
The ears, the earlobes, everywhere. But this nose part was a little red. So executive producer Kara says, we got to put some makeup on that
Yeah,
thing.
she gave you some powder.
I don't know if you know what the red nose usually means in a guy of my age. It usually means you're like your drinky poos.
Yeah.
You know,
and you haven't had enough Palm Bays for that.
No, it's
just some waxing. It's much more likely, as much as like people who really know you know that you're much more likely to have a wax situation than because of drinking.
It's true. So even last night at Cook County, I had so many people offering me drinks and like, drink with me, and I'm like,
they want you, and they don't want to get you a drink, they want to get you a bucket. I ran into that a couple times too, where I was like, I could have a drink, but if I'm having that bucket,
I don't want a pail.
I'm not gonna be able to get home. Like that's not gonna. And it's not a matter of driving. We certainly weren't driving home, but I'm not even gonna be able to know where I'm going. Like I at my big age, I can't be having a bucket.
Okay, I love the fact that we always get into this, and I always say this: we have the intention of keeping it quite short, and we haven't even started yet.
Yeah,
and all it started was with just a little bit of story about my nose hairs. Yes,
there's also another first for this episode.
What?
Chris has got the dogs out. So
Yeah,
I'm staring at his raw dogs.
He's got his feet. He's got bare feet on the.
I think I've never seen that before.
They can't see it. This is like my friend Aaron Chalmers. I went to see them in Global, as we were talking about our For the Love of 90s Country event on Friday, and she's wearing a lovely top, and I think she was obviously wearing pants or something.
Obviously,
but anyway, she came out from behind the desk, and she was wearing slippers. Right?
Yeah. Well, why not?
Yeah.
Be cozy. Now that I'm working from home, I definitely it's business up top, party on the bottom. You can do whatever you want. But it is weird to see your toenails for sure.
And you know what? Wearing my cowboy boots last night, I think I might need to trim some of my toenails because last night in bed, everything kind of hurt.
The dogs are barking.
But my toenails, like I think from rubbing on my cowboy boots. So I need to keep them free tonight.
I don't know if Alex the barber tackles toenails, but you might need a petty as well. You might need to mix one in. I also love that you put on makeup for the YouTube because that's just for the YouTube crew, and we talked about how small and mighty they are.
Yes,
it's not the majority. The majority of people want to hear us; they don't want to see us. But for that small audience, you put in the extra effort and you got your glam done, which I appreciate. That's considerate. I don't think that men should shy away from makeup. Certainly, if it can enhance what's going on. And
so, YouTube watchers, we see you, we hear you.
Give them a close up of your nose.
We know you. We knows you.
It looks great. She did a really good job of the coverage.
Yeah, I know.
She's amazing. That's why she's the executive producer.
She is, and this is too much information, but it's kind of cute. When I will leave to go somewhere that's not just to the grocery store, I'll comb my hair, and then she will do the last minute touch up with it and a little bit of hairspray. And when she does that, I take that opportunity to grab her by the hips. And just grab her in a nice way, like touch her and show her some thanks for what she's doing.
So it's your little moment.
That's what
your
I'm
moment
saying.
of physical touch.
Yeah.
While she fixes your hair. God forbid you touch your wife, I guess. You do think though that,
but I Renato, as a man, and this is awkward because it's my daughter, but you understand
for sure.
It's just like there's that moment, and you're just like, "Thank you for doing my hair."
I don't think that that's how you should thank her. You should like buy her something, or like do something for her, like do the dishes. That's what she wants. She doesn't want you to grab her by the hips. That's definitely not the thank you that she wants in that moment when she's just trying to tame your chia pet hair. Just give her a thing. You could just say it, probably.
She has never complained.
Okay. Well, she's too busy focused on her job.
Maybe. Yeah, she's never complained.
Especially right now, the tuft just going up and over the head.
Well, she didn't. we didn't have that moment today.
No, clearly not.
No, she didn't have that moment.
I would say we're all kind of dressed up today. Producer Renato's wearing a button down, which isn't common.
Are we ever? When are we? Well, we'll get to that. He will be on a camera.
Yeah.
But it's going to be when we're in a new studio.
Yeah.
And there's things percolating right now.
We'll
about
see.
that.
The
Yeah.
YouTube audience, you're going to be treated one day. One day you will be treated and you will be rewarded for bearing with us through the furnace room. Mm-hmm. But not for a while.
Not for a while.
No. But he's dressed up because we have a dinner tonight. We're all looking, I think we're looking our best on the pod today. If the YouTube audience is.
I think I got a Walmart tee on, so I don't know, and no socks.
But you were wearing glam. You
Yeah.
got makeup on.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's true.
And a new fresh haircut.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Very true. Okay, let's do it. Bullsheets. Are we there?
We're there.
I feel like we've got 3/4 of an episode done already.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Cook County Saloon and Steakhouse. Again, what a place. We'll talk more about them in moments. What a time we had last night at Cook County Saloon.
Mm-hmm.
That place, they've got it figured out. Casey and Barry and Lindsay and the
And
entire
they've
family.
had it figured out.
They've had it figured
They've
out.
been having it
but
figured out.
but they saw something
It's elevated.
moving forward, like the
Yeah.
steakhouse. One of you said last night, I felt like I was in Nashville. Then Carter said, no,
Texas.
Texas.
Yeah, it's such a special spot. And everyone, when you're there, you're just in a certain vibe and a certain state of mind, and the way that they've expanded it just makes it bigger and better. And it's what can we even say? We'll say more later, but
Yeah, we can't. Yeah, speechless.
Mm-hmm.
I'm literally speechless
Yeah.
because of Cook County Saloon. Do you want me to go first?
sure. All you have on here, all it says is Georgia. So I can't imagine that your 2-month-old granddaughter is your bullsheets. There's got to be more to it because she's a perfect
I've got
angel baby.
so many good things going on in my life
Yeah.
besides my red nose and my red-headed granddaughter.
Yeah.
This girl, I don't know what is going on.
Uh-huh.
As you established, she is 2 months old.
Yeah. She's perfect.
She's like the cutest thing I've ever seen.
She's so
And no disrespect to my first.
No, but she's cute in a different way.
She
Leona
is.
was
Yeah.
so chunky and like a little cabbage
It was
patch
kind of like,
doll.
aww.
Like kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, like at that
Aw.
point it was like, oh, this is silly. Georgia's like beautiful.
Yeah.
She looks like a fake baby that AI drew. Like
Yeah.
she's so cute
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
bluest eyes and the reddest hair.
Yeah.
And her cheeks are getting chubby and oh,
Yeah, she looks like she could someday be a movie star.
oh, she's beautiful.
Yeah.
She's truly beautiful.
But here's the problem with this kid. The last 2 times, count it, 2 times, Papa has held her.
Mm-hmm.
She started to cry, and then it elevates into a scream.
Mm-hmm.
And it's definitely me that's the issue.
Because I've never like
She does not cry. That's
I-
what her parents say.
I've held her for hours and hours
They're
on
looking
end.
at each other like, oh. And they call it playing strange.
But I
but-
don't know if that happens at 2 months.
I don't know. But the first time I was kind of going, boo, boo,
Yeah,
like
she
that.
got
And
so
she was, but she
scared.
was liking it. She's like, and she smiles like instantly. She's
She's
like,
so cute.
it's an easy smile. Boo, boo. And then I said boo once and she got scared. And now the last 2 times that I've held her, it's like, get me out of this demon's hands.
Do you think she senses your like aura?
I don't
Like
know.
your energy? I would imagine 2-month-olds don't have a ton of senses. Like they can see, but it's not like they're not perceiving the world in the same way we are. I think all she is sensing your chaotic energy, and she says, get me out of here. She strikes me, she's goofy, but she strikes me as a calm little girl. And so I think that you coming in with your chaos, she says, get me out of here. Give me back to anyone else.
But I'm telling you, it hurt. It hurt.
Well,
Like,
I don't think she meant it personally.
I know, but it hurt. And then I said a few of the dumbest lines that I've ever said in my life, as my wife, the executive producer, reminded me after. She said, do you know what you said when she started to scream? I said, what? You said, she's certainly no Leona.
Oof.
What an moron are
Which
you?
is crazy because Leona does scream. Like Leona is much more
But
reactive.
she's never screamed when I've held her, right?
Well, that's because you get the best of Leona.
Yeah.
You deserve to get the worst of Georgia because nobody else. Leona as a baby, Leona was a pretty good kid.
Yeah.
Georgia is a very good kid.
I know.
Leona scream cried all the time. Georgia, I've never heard scream cry except for when she's with you. And so I think that it's some karmic retribution because Leona loves her papa and she's so good for her papa and everything's papa, papa, papa. I think George is like, let's even the playing field
I
here.
feel like that's the case.
Yes,
And
and that's
I was talking to
life.
somebody at Cook County last night about it, and they said, "Oh yeah, my daughter actually, she could not stand my dad, her grandpa, for like 3 months. He could not hold her." I'm like, "Oh my gosh,
3 months.
what am I gonna do?"
I think, you know what? I think that you have a long time and a lot of opportunity for your relationship to mend and improve. But I like that she's giving you a hard time.
Yeah,
Because someone has to.
yeah, because you guys all kind of dislike the fact that Leona was my girl.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's an energy thing, like Bailey says, because I hate to admit it, but Leona is cut from the same chaos cloth as you are.
Yes.
So that's why she
she's
likes
like
you
a
so
little,
much.
little papa.
And I think Georgia's just scared of your energy.
Yeah. And I don't blame her.
So that's my bullshit. My granddaughter.
I mean, she's perfect.
I
but
mean, this is it'll be funny because God willing, someday I'm still around when she finds that perfect person and they get married, and she comes to me and says, "Papa, I would like to have the first dance with you." And we'll go, "Oh, wasn't that ironic? Because when she was little, she wouldn't want to be in the same room as me."
So you're saying she doesn't want to dance with her dad? She's going to dance with you?
I don't know.
That's what he's hoping for.
I'm expecting that with Leona.
Me too. I'm half expecting that too.
He's going to ask her to walk her down the aisle.
Leona's going to say, you know what? Actually, it's going to be Papa.
What's your bullshits?
Well, it does have to do with our sweet, sweet little Chris, little Chris over there. My daughter Leona, she is now 20 months old, which is crazy. Renato says I always lie about her age because I always think she's younger than she is. But now she's 20 months, and we're getting to the phase where the only way to get things done is to include her in them. So if we're unloading the dishwasher, the only way we're unloading the dishwasher is if she's also unloading the dishwasher. If we're cooking,
Me help.
Yeah. Oh, I help. Leona, help. Leona, help. The only way that we're making dinner is if she's making dinner with us. And there's something so cute about it. It's so much fun, but it takes so freaking long to do anything. Like, you can't do anything because she always wants to help, and so you have to think about giving her the small jobs that are like, again, keeping the knives away from her when you're unloading the dishwasher, keeping her away from the stove when you're cooking. But she wants to be involved in. I put my shoes on without her help, and she screamed, cried, and laid flat on the ground. I can help. I'm like, how do you can't tie shoes? Sorry that I didn't include you in the process of me putting shoes on. She picks out my outfits. She's a little bit controlling. Mm-hmm. She has to have a hand in everything. And
definitely.
so it is wonderful and so cool that she's exploring the world and how much she wants to help. And I do find that it puts her in a good mood. Like, she gets very proud of herself, but it is so slow to just, again, put my shoes on because apparently she needs the help with that process. So I guess my bullshits is just the time that it takes, and I would love to have more time, but usually I'm in a rush doing anything. And so being in a rush and then also having a 20-month-old with our little dirty paws in the mix it's not easy.
Okay, and this doesn't happen very often on this podcast, but I will give her dad credit because he's got the patience of Job, like with her when it comes to this stuff.
Yes.
And I certainly don't. You certainly don't.
No.
So someone needs to, and good for you. But it's true. She needs to be involved in absolutely everything.
Yeah, and he will just sit on the floor. Again, we don't give him a lot of credit.
Yeah.
He built a bunch of IKEA stuff that we had to put together with her help, which, again, imagine that. Putting IKEA furniture together for me is a nightmare as it is, following the directions, finding all the small parts. And meanwhile, he had a 20-month-old just messing everything up. And they did so well together.
Okay, here's a quick question, Renato.
Yep.
You've done that, built IKEA furniture with both her and me. Who is more difficult to build furniture with?
Oh, you guys are difficult in your own ways. I think she listens better than you, actually. Because you have
Just
the
go
confidence that you're like, we don't need the instructions. And it's like, whoa.
And maybe we don't need these screws here. We're just going to try our best.
Like, there's 8 screws. We only need like 3 max.
So she's easier.
All right. I think a lot of people can relate. Doing things with toddlers.
Yep.
And then there'll be a point in their lives when they get older as teenagers, they don't want to help you with anything.
Yeah, I know. I should be thankful that she's helping me to do the dishes, but wow.
Okay.
We broke 2 dishes last week because she just insists on carrying them and then drops them every time. But, yeah.
Good
Anyway.
Sheets brought to you by Alt-Tech. There's a difference between basic IT support and real solutions for your business. Learn more at
alt-tech.ca. That's alt-tech.ca.
All right. good people over at Alt Tech. And again, they can help you with your computer stuff. That's the bottom line. All right. Well, my good Scheetz, again, we talked about at the beginning of the show, was the For the Love of 90s Country event at Cook County Saloon. It happened last night, which is why I have no voice.
And why I'm yawning right now as we're talking about it. I'm yawning.
It was an event where we, again, brought back the 90s country music. And when I hit the stage at Cook County, I said, we're going back to a time when I was 30 years younger, 30 pounds lighter, probably even more. But the bottom line was, and I used to work at that club a couple of times a week. A lot of the artists that were on that stage last night would perform during that time, and they were performing a lot of these songs that we paid tribute to. It really was a look back at what I think is the best decade of country music. Garth Brooks started in 89, so he just started to hum, and Garth, brought like a wave of other artists with him. He really did. And they all became cool. And prior to that, Randy Travis, if you can imagine, Randy Travis was like the coolest thing in country music in the 80s. And no disrespect to Randy Travis. I love his music.
But he's not exactly cool.
He was not cool.
No.
But he was the coolest of the non-cool. Country music got cool. It got gigantic. It grew into this giant genre for
the
way more.
women had such an era too.
Yeah,
I think that was a big difference. Is like
Yeah.
in the 90s, that's when a lot of the women artists became powerhouses as well. So
Yeah,
we had
yeah.
Garth Brooks, we had all of these men just absolutely crushing it, and then Reba, like all of the women that came up. So I feel like there's often eras where it's either like there's a lot of, this is in pop music, this is in every type of music where like the men are kind of dominating, but then there's eras of like the women are dominating. This was like so powerful from both sides.
And ironically, you're wearing like, it looks like it was one of those Shania video shirts.
Yeah, that don't impress me much.
Yeah, and Shania, again, had her time. Faith Hill had her time. Martina McBride had her time. As you said, Reba.
Yeah.
And there were so many artists in the 90s. So we brought this group of artists together. Shout out to Julia Voss. Let's go. Julia Voss. We had the Johnner Brothers, Bobby Wills, Clayton Bellamy, Dan Davidson as a surprise guest, Candace Ryan. And you may not be familiar with Candace, but she sang one song. And stole the show.
Yeah.
Independence Day, Martina McBride. She sang it as good as Martina
The
McBride.
second that song started, I said, "Oh no!"
Yeah.
Not because of her, but that has to be one of the hardest songs to sing possibly ever.
Yeah.
So what an undertaking.
Yeah.
But she was amazing when she hit the notes in the chorus. I was like chills.
Yeah.
Full body chills.
Yeah. And all
So
the artists
cool.
were fantastic. And we had Clayton Bellamy, and we had Dan Davidson, and we had Tim Hicks, who's been on this show. And Tim is as good a guy as he is. He's an incredible performer. And the show was just hit after hit after hit. And every song was known. And there was over 1,000 people in that bar. And everybody behaved themselves and just smiled and sang and danced if they could. There wasn't a lot of room for dancing.
No, Aaron Pritchett as well.
Thank you, Aaron. My gosh, hold my beer while I kiss your
That
girlfriend.
had to be maybe one of the highlights too.
Oh,
People
gosh.
were losing their mind.
Yeah.
There was a woman behind me screaming that like she wanted to kiss his girlfriend. She was going. I could tell she was yapping. She was yelling the song as loud as she possibly could. But
I'm going to say I've never had, and I had hundreds of nights at Cook County Saloon. I've never had a better night at that bar, and I'm not sure if I have ever enjoyed a show of anything as much as I enjoyed that one. And I'm talking about seeing Garth Brooks in Vegas. Garth Brooks here, and you know how much I love him. And I saw AC/DC at Commonwealth Stadium. It was incredible. I've seen all these country artists, and they've been such enjoyable shows. But I have never been more like, I don't want this to end.
fully entertained. Like you weren't on your phone.
I was not on my phone. I hardly captured anything
Yeah.
about this thing. It was too good to I didn't want to lose any of it by being on my phone.
Yeah, the vibes were so good, and every song was a hit.
Yeah.
And it was fun to see the interpretation that everyone did of their cover songs. Like it's fun to see such good artists do cover songs because they're not just karaoke covers. It's like no, they're actually thinking about this and they're doing them in kind of unique ways. I loved it.
Which one your favorite was?
Well, my favorite was when Tim Hicks sang Wide Open Spaces because one, that is my favorite 90s country song. Maybe one of my favorite songs of all time. It kind of makes me cry.
Yeah.
And just his interpretation of it was so good.
Yeah. I called him Tim Chicks after that.
The Tim Chicks. And everyone screaming that song on the dance floor too. Like you don't, because of all the other, it wasn't as, I guess, much of a party song as some of the songs that we're sang, you know?
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, how's this one gonna land? But people were just singing it. People were singing so loudly overall.
And the thing that shocked me too is this is the 90s. This is 30 years ago or whatever, right? A lot of the crowd, not all, I mean, let's just say 25-30% of the crowd was not born when those songs were on the radio.
I was feeling old.
Right.
There was a probably half of the crowd that was young.
But
very
they
young.
were singing
all
of the words.
As if they lived through it.
You could grab that event and you could just move it around North America.
A tour.
And you could sell it out every night. Like you really could, because there's something about that 90s country. And the best part about it all was the fact that, first of all, it was presented by our good friends at Integra Tire, Fort Saskatchewan, First Plugs Free, Dave and the folks there. And we had lots of other sponsors involved. But they helped us with that 1,000 or more people that attended.
It was packed.
Yeah, $50,000 was raised for Alberta Dreams, which, again, delivering dreams to seriously chronically ill children. We had Harper come out, Julia Voss, who started the show and was fantastic. But little Harper came out in her wheelchair and introduced Julia and just reminded us all of what Alberta Dreams does. And it was
She
just
was so sweet, and her sister.
Kiki.
Yeah.
Her sister
They
Kiki.
were the cutest girls.
Yeah, with their mom Amanda. The kids, I snuck them into the bar.
Yeah, that's what I was like, dang, the kids are out.
Yeah, and it's funny because I told everybody they're just going to be in and out, in and out, in and out. And then I got these two girls, and they introduced the show, and then Julia started. They were having no interest in leaving.
No, they were like,
We're here for the night. So we let them stay for Julia's 4 songs, and I said, girls, I am so sorry. Like,
Right.
there's nothing I want more than for you to stay and enjoy this whole show, but
you had to kick the kids out of the bar.
I had to. I said, this gives you something to look forward to when you're 18.
They're building lifelong fans of Cook County Saloon.
Oh, and that place will be going strong when
yeah.
when Kiki and Harper get there for sure, and they're gonna hit that dance floor too. So it was unbelievable. There was so many. I saw so many talking Scheetz heads.
Yes, we got approached so many times, which was so funny.
Yeah.
Like, it just makes me feel.
Yeah. Executive producer Care got approached many times.
Yeah.
By, again, good friend of the show, Marla, who we love, Marla, and she's a loyal listener. And then somebody named Trish came up and really wants Care to be on the show. Like,
Yeah,
she's like,
I wasn't there when this happened, but she said, "I'm a Scheetz head. When are you going on?
yeah.
When are you going on?"
Yeah.
And she said, I think that I would need a lot of these Cook County buckets if I was to go on, which isn't. That's not great for us because she doesn't really drink, so it'd be really hard to get her to that
So
point.
what did Trish suggest?
Trish said, have a gummy. Just have a gummy and go on. So I love the Scheetz heads encouraging anything to get producer Care on the show. They want it so bad, but she's just too shy.
No, well, we'll make it happen.
We'll see.
Just keep liking and
Subscribe on
subscribing.
YouTube, please.
Yes,
and that's our best shot.
That's our best shot at getting Care on the show and getting a gummy. I won't say it. I'm going to move on.
Yeah, I think you should. After the hip grabbing comment, I think that's all that I can take for
It had
tonight.
something to do with that.
Yeah, I think it's all I can take for today. So let's keep going, please.
Cook County, again, shout out to everybody involved. If you weren't there, I'm sorry. I'm honestly sorry.
Yeah.
Because I literally had...
There was definitely people with FOMO, I would
I
imagine.
literally had people after that show coming up to me with like tears of joy in their eyes, thanking us for putting the show on.
It was
$25. That was literally that was a better deal than a Costco hot dog.
Yeah.
Bang for your buck.
I mean, in terms of bringing you joy, a Costco hot dog can only bring you joy for like a good 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Tops.
Yeah.
That show brought you joy for hours. And then, we had to head out as soon as the show was done to go relieve our babysitters, not because our toddler had to go to bed, but because the babysitters had to go to bed. Our sweet friends Paige and Bree, but everyone just raged all night. Like that kept going.
Oh.
That party, that energy it's still carrying me on today. We listened to 90s country in the car until we had to listen to Toy Story.
I was telling your Uncle Darcy, because we were just kind of sitting there, it's like midnight, and the kids are up on the stage line dancing, and they're like kicking, line dancing, and then they're like kicking in the air. And I said to him, I have never felt this old.
Yeah, I need to talk about this, and I know we don't have time, but the line dancing craze, and I think we've mentioned it before, but I've never seen it play out in that way.
Yeah.
We did, like, in my era of attending the bar, like 2012 to 2018, 18,
Yeah.
there was not line dancing in that way. Like there would be, we'd do the Cadillac Ranch or like the Macarena or whatever, but there is a line dance for every song.
Yeah.
It is crazy, and they all know it. I don't know if it's TikTok, but it is cool. It's cool that everyone line dances. At one point, I was on the dance floor for my 2 songs before we had to leave, and I saw a friend of mine across the dance floor. I couldn't get to her through the line dancers.
Yeah.
They were in there. They were focused.
They were in a line.
Yeah, and I felt left out because I love to know a dance, but no, the line dancing with the kids, it's really cool. It's fun.
When I watched that, I literally felt 95 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like,
me too.
What on earth is going? And it looked fun. Like, don't get me wrong.
No, they're great. It's really cool.
I wasn't judging them. I was saying, good for you.
Yeah.
So it was, great time.
Mm-hmm.
Words can't describe it.
So good that it's both of our good sheets this week.
Yeah, and everybody's saying, when is it coming back?
Yeah.
When is it coming back, right? As far as that event goes. So, as we used to say on the radio, keep on kissing for more information.
We'll have more details eventually.
But I've never...
But everyone needs to sleep first, right?
Yeah.
It's certainly that... I would like to talk about the band.
Yes.
Because they were so good. We highlighted the artists. The artists were all amazing. And the way that they they played their own songs and then other people's songs.
Yeah.
But that house band stayed up there all night between artists. And then, they would play with every artist. And then between artists, they'd play their own songs. I was just shook by how amazing. I think that was, if the band had been mid, it wouldn't have sold it like it did. But it felt like you were at such a high production. Like it felt like you were, again, in Nashville or somewhere like that because the band was that talented. They were amazing. And I was like, how are you not so tired?
Yeah.
I know they had a good sleep last night.
And I mentioned that to him during the day when they were there they came for rehearsal early in the day, worked with all the artists. I said, this is like your longest day. And they said, this is the best day for us. Like, we love this.
Yeah, well, they're so talented.
Oh,
they deserve it. But
crazy.
I did want to shout them out. They had one short pee break where we just stood on stage trying to give them a minute. Yeah. But like not very long.
No. Amazing. Yeah.
They're amazing.
True. So talented people. People. All right. Trending. Oh, sorry. That was brought to you by Good Sheets. That is by Alt Tech. Again, cybersecurity first, IT, and real business solutions trusted by Canadian leaders. Visit
alt-tech.ca.
That's it. Okay. Trending brought to you by Londonderry Dodge. I was there this week, just getting some work done on the beautiful Ram that I've had a chance to drive. And it's Darylyn. She, anyway, the service that you get, Darylyn, it's the service that you get is unbelievable. She just is keeping me informed and saying, how can we make this better for you, whatever. The bottom line is, after sales service, anybody can sell you a vehicle. It's how they treat you after they sell you a vehicle. And at Londonderry Dodge, they will treat you well. They really will. Okay, trending, the big story, Oilers and the NHL playoffs. They begin. I still can't believe they're here because of the weather.
Yeah, because it's still snowing.
It does not feel like it's playoff time, but it's going to be playoff time, and the weather's coming around.
That's what I was going to say, is like the next couple of days are looking warm. I know that we're going to wake up on Monday, and it's going to feel like playoffs are in the air. We did say in our last episode that the Oilers will have played when our next episode is released. That is not the case.
That is not
given
the
the
case.
schedule. So I'm so glad those guys got a couple extra days to rest up, and we got a couple extra days to gear up, like mentally prepare for what's about to come.
And not just, and again, the Oilers, of course, are the Oilers, which is next level exciting, but just the first round of the playoffs.
Oh, it's so much fun.
There's 2 or 3 games a day. And it's like next level. There was just a game before we came on to do this, Ottawa and Carolina, and it's like, okay, there is another level to this.
You can see everyone
no
stepping up.
disrespect to how they play in the regular season, but it's not the same.
It's so entertaining.
They're playing, it's real bullets are flying, as I like to say, and it's so compelling and so exciting. And of course, the Oilers are going in, and it's interesting times because they haven't had a great season, but did they have to have a great season? That question will be answered in the next few months.
And they're heating up. They kind of heated up right at the right time. I feel good about the team going in.
Yeah.
I feel good about not playing the LA Kings. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Not even because we couldn't beat them. We could beat them.
Yeah.
Just because it's so boring.
Yeah.
I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
Yeah.
Let's play someone new.
Yeah.
Bring the Ducks in. Let's go.
But you said before the show started that you don't hate the Ducks.
I think that any kid of the 80s and 90s has an affinity for the Anaheim Mighty Ducks.
Right.
Like, those movies were such a part of our childhood, and just something about that team. I find them hard to hate in the same way I can really hate other teams. But there's something in my heart that like low key likes the Ducks. I'm not cheering for the Ducks. I want us to annihilate the Ducks. But when people say the F the Ducks chant, hurts my feelings a little. I want us to beat them very much. And I think we will. But they're not my...
There's an F the Ducks chant? I've never heard it.
Like what rhymes with duck?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Didn't you hear it last night at Cook County?
Oh, they were saying that?
Yes, they were saying...
I only heard Let's Go Oilers.
And then F the Ducks. But with the word, yeah. That's a thing people say. I know we have our trauma with what happened in the playoffs with the Ducks prior, but I still don't feel that way about them, you know?
Wow. And they've got Woodcroft. You liked him.
I really like Jay Woodcroft.
He coached the Oilers, and he was a good guy.
Yeah, really good guy.
He's coaching one of the assistant coaches, but still.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't say F the Ducks,
No.
but I've got no... obviously... beat them in 4.
They're not a foe in the same way some other teams are, you know, the rivalry.
But
It'd probably heat up.
Could happen.
Especially because Corey Perry redeemed himself when he played for us and now plays for... Like, it's just a whole journey.
Okay. The bottom line is, it'll be the whole outdoor experience in the Moss Pit.
The fan park.
The fan park, and all of those things will be happening, and the Oiler flags will be on the vehicles, and then you'll unroll your window, and your flag will go flying out. But it's kind of like we know now what we potentially could be going through here, and I wonder if people are going to literally pace themselves even more this year because again even going to the early games because we've been spoiled the last 2 years, and you start to go prior to that it's like, oh my gosh,
we're in the playoffs. Let's go.
I'm going to pay whatever for tickets. I'm going to go. I'm going to do this. But I think that there's a bit of a change, a bit of fatigue in the air. That the team's probably fairly tired, and I think that, don't get me wrong, I'll crank it right up when it starts, but I think we're all like, oh my gosh, if they go 2 months, it's a long 2 months.
I think we're all carb loading right now, and we're realizing that this is an ultra marathon.
Yeah.
This is no longer a 5K.
Yeah.
I think the prior idea was like, oh, first round is a 5K sprint. Let's go. We're all in. We're going to be drinking every night. We're going to be skipping work. We're going to be outside. We're going to be doing that. But we're like, no, guys, we can't possibly maintain this pace. So we're ultra marathon training. And I think the last 2 years have set us up. And we know, hopefully the team on the ice, but more so the fans, that we can survive this.
Speaking of ultra marathon training, Mama Stanley's ultra marathon training, I heard.
Yeah, she's on a weight loss journey, a health journey.
Because
she says, she said this on Instagram or TikTok, I believe. Mama Stanley said, I want the fans to be able to hoist me when we win the cup. So I need to lose some weight, which is just, she's so funny. That's funny. But you know what? I think that the fans would hoist her no matter what. And I don't think she should feel pressure to change.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yes, come on.
Yeah.
But she did have some health stuff, so she's trying to get healthier. And she's on a journey, but she looks great. She's doing great.
I'm going to join you, Mama Stanley. As soon as this weather gets nice.
So we can hoist you.
I could. Yeah, it would definitely take a cherry picking truck to do that now.
Yep.
So there you go. But let's go Oilers.
Yep.
Let's do it.
I'm just so excited to wear a jersey every day. Leona started to handpick for every Oiler game. When the Oilers start playing, she says she wants to wear a jersey, and then she wants us to wear a jersey, but she's specific about which of our jerseys she wants us to wear. So she goes, Dada, white Oilers jersey. And so I said, okay, Mama, blue, orange jersey. So,
and I love the jersey. When you're a chunky monkey like me,
it's so
the
comfy.
jersey is just the best.
Yeah.
Like I you're right. That's a great point. And speaking of that, I've got the Leon Draisaitl, the one of the third ones, that darker one.
Yeah, the highlighter one.
Whatever it is, yeah.
Yeah.
When we were watching the very beginning of the Carolina-Ottawa game, which is in Carolina, and they were showing the crowd going into the arena, there was a guy with a Leon Draisaitl jersey going in. And I thought, that's great, don't get me wrong, but I'm like, what? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, you're in Carolina.
I'm so confused.
You're watching Carolina and Ottawa. Like, it's not even like you're in Calgary.
No.
You're not in Canada. You're in Raleigh.
I know. I rewound it and showed it to your mom. I'm like, that is hilarious.
That would be you if you were in Raleigh.
Yeah.
Just in your Draisaitl jersey. Oh, that's
people
so
are going to
funny.
be looking at him like, what?
That's the good stuff.
I remember when we went to Carolina for the playoff run in 2006. We were all dressed up in Oilers stuff, and I was at the urinal, and I had a Tommy Salo goalie mask. Like I was serious, and so I'm taking a leak at the urinal, and there's a little
in your goalie mask.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's a little boy that's beside me with his dad, and all of a sudden he looks up and he says, "Daddy, there's an Oilers fan."
kid seeing the Oilers fan when their Oilers aren't even playing.
Daddy, he's peeing with a goalie helmet on.
That's so weird.
What are you going to do? I had it on. I thought it was funny. Okay, go Oilers, go. One more thing I want to mention in trending is Project Hail Mary. Went to see the movie. We were going to go as a team,
unit, but it just didn't.
Yeah.
It's when you got a toddler and someone's got to watch the toddler, we have to split up.
Okay, so Project Hail Mary comes from a book. Bailey's read the book.
I loved the book.
Loves the book. The story has got the movie's got like a 90-some% on Rotten Tomatoes. Everybody that sees it says it's just one of the best movies they've ever seen. I am fired up. I can't wait.
Because every movie is the best movie you've ever seen. So we're excited for you to even watch
So
this.
I cannot wait.
Yeah.
I cannot wait. So we get there, we get our popcorn, we get our seats, we sit down, and this movie starts, and it's cool. Like it's a really cool premise. It's a cool movie. And then about 2 hours in, your mom, the executive producer, looks at me and she says, "You can't tell me you're not bored right now."
Which is crazy.
But knowing me, because I'm
Yeah,
again,
you have ADHD.
Yeah, like serious ADHD.
So is she
but
saying she was bored?
Yes.
Which is crazy because she just sits and does not like she's like has a very calm, quiet mind.
Yeah,
she
but
doesn't get bored easily.
She said, "You can't tell me you're not bored right now." And I said, "I'm kind of bored.
Yeah.
I'm kind of bored." And then she said, "And I've got so many questions." And I'm going to forget them by the time this movie's over. What was the silliest one she asked me? Oh, it was like, she says, "How come he had a beard and long hair and then he didn't have a beard and long hair?" And I said, "Well, there's like a robot on the machine or some kind of on the ship because he's
space.
He's going to space to save the earth and
Spoilers, but
whatever." Yeah, I mean, okay. And but that was her. I said, "This movie, and you're wondering where the hair went on his face?"
Like there's aliens in this movie.
Like that's the question.
Like he probably shaved.
But she was like, "Yeah, well, I said this machine shaved him and probably cut his hair." Like
Actually,
it's
in
not
the
like
book, I think that does happen.
It's not like
yeah.
from Alex, Mr. Barber. Like I don't know if he did his nose hairs too.
There's no way Ryan Gosling gets nose hairs.
But there should have been. Before that question, at least 1,700 before that one. But that was the thing that got her. How come he's got short hair now?
So it was a little disappointing.
It was, yeah. You know what? And I think what happens is you get so pumped up by people. The best movie you'll ever see is a movie that comes and surprises you.
Yeah, and you know nothing about.
Bridesmaids. We saw Bridesmaids.
Out of nowhere.
No clue.
Yeah.
No clue. We're just like, Bridesmaids. It's supposed to be funny. Okay. We get to the theater and we laugh, and it's just one of the best movies ever. You don't see it coming. And in this case, again, it was, it's just too long. It's ridiculously too long. Like I said, a movie about going that far into space should not take as long to watch as it does to go that far into space. But it does get you to think. And the timing was good with the whole Artemis 2.
It really worked out that the space craze is real. Everyone is an astrophysicist these days.
Somebody thought of that, right?
I don't know. Yeah, it must have. But I hate how long movies are. That could be my bullshit. It's like every movie is 3 hours long now.
Well, you'll have to agree this movie is too long.
The book felt very well paced. Like I didn't feel it's not a super long book, and I felt like I was just going, and there was something exciting every page. So I'm interested. Yeah, I'm sad that it was disappointing for you, but I feel like I might have hyped it up a little too much because I loved the book so much.
I'm going to say this. I hate one of my bullshits are these movies that stop and that like the book's too long, so the movie
is 2 parts.
2 parts.
Yeah, at least it wasn't 2 parts.
At least it wasn't 2 parts, but this one, the way it went, it probably could have been 2 parts because it was just too
an hour and a half part each, which an hour and a half movie's perfect.
It was just too long.
Yeah,
it was just too long. But anyway, I can Ryan Gosling, who's Canadian.
Yes. Canadian icon.
Unbelievable. I mean,
and he's basically the only person in the film for like a lot of it.
Yeah. Well, there's I mean, there's all the throwbacks that he's involved with.
But like he carries most of the scenes himself.
Yeah. It's not as like a Tom Hanks
Castaway. No.
Because he's not. Because that's what I thought. I thought, oh my gosh, this guy's just going to go on a ship, but he's just going to talk to himself the whole time. This is going to be. But anyway, it's well done. It's just too damn long. Some people might say that about the podcast this week.
Oof. Yeah, we're 44 minutes in, and we said we were going to do a 30-minute episode.
Okay. Mother Dough Bread Co. You know what? They do sandwiches so well.
And you're never going to say that the sandwich was too long.
No.
No, it's just right.
No. Very filling, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have, it is 2 meals,
Yeah.
depending on how hard you want to try.
Yeah.
But great bread makes a great sandwich. And I wanted to highlight the ham. I love a ham sandwich. Okay. And spring, we're at Easter. I don't know. Ham is so delicious. So, but it's not just any ham. It's Italian ham and it's so delicious. And it has Gouda cheese, grainy mustard, arugula, hot peppers on sliced sourdough.
Okay.
It's one of their sourdough sandwiches. We talk a lot about the focaccia ones, but their sourdough is so crispy and delicious and flavorful. Anyway, I just wanted to highlight the chef's ham and Gouda because I don't think we had, and that's the one that I had last week. And, it's delicious.
Yeah. Well, they again, they just do such a great job of the sandwiches. The atmosphere is fantastic. They have catering. If you're looking for, maybe an office situation, they can bring in those sandwiches, and you will be the hero of your office. I mean, no disrespect to getting the same olds, but nothing.
Would be so exciting.
Nothing against a sort of pack of Timbits, but I'm saying
it's gonna fire up the corporate culture if you bring in some mother dough.
Oh.
Like that's gonna do wonders for your employees' experience.
Yeah. Speaking of corporate culture, when are you going to tell us what you're doing? Are you going to?
No, I just not yet.
Okay.
I'm still on probation.
We haven't talked about.
A lot of people at Cook County last night asked me. I'm not being mysterious on purpose. I'm just nervous.
She has a new job,
Yeah, I am employed.
but for some reason she's too embarrassed to talk about it.
And embarrassed is not the word.
Apparently,
I'm just not ready.
She's working with the cartel in Mexico.
It's just not the word. It's not.
No,
I'm not ready
I'm
yet.
just excited
I'm
to
also
tell-
still grieving. Like we need to talk.
Okay,
my adjustment.
okay.
My adjustment from leaving
Fair.
the Oilers has been hard.
Fair.
There's just a lot. There's
All
a
right,
lot.
fair.
There's a lot going on.
Okay,
It's not on. I'm not purposely teasing the audience. I'm not ready to go public.
I'm
yet.
excited. I'm just excited.
been good.
I'm excited for you.
Yeah, it's
Okay?
been good.
I'm excited for you. Sorry.
Anyway, mother dough.
Yeah, they're great. Great bread makes a great sandwich. Mother Dough, again, in Winterburn Point. Visit them today. Tell them Talking Scheetz sent you, and pick up some cinnamon buns on your way out. And
Yeah.
they got these amazing loaves of bread.
And coffees. I saw they have
yeah?
they have an Earl Grey tea latte that they featured on Instagram the other day.
Yeah.
And it looks their coffee is so good. Even if you're just going for coffee and a cinnamon bun.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd be convinced to get a sandwich, but it's the best. It's a
Be
one-stop
careful
shop.
when you say go for coffee.
Go for coffee.
Remember
You've
that
told this story.
on here?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Remember that story? Your mom, my wife, when she worked at the Devon Hospital, there was a lady from Newfoundland there.
Okay.
And she'd always tell Karen to go
Yeah.
for coffee.
Yeah, we did tell this story.
And Karen said, "Pardon? Yeah, go for coffee.
Go for coffee.
Go for coffee.
Go for coffee at Mother Dough Franco.
All right, Community Sheets brought to you by Crystal Glass. Crystal Glass, yeah, they've been servicing drivers, homeowners, and businesses across Western Canada for like 75 years. They were led by Ed Bean for generations. Now Ken Franchuk and the team have been leaders in our community, helping Edmonton continue to be the city of champions. I got to do a shout out to an event coming up. It's Wine and Words. It's for the family literacy folks. And I believe, now I'm going to tell you this, that it's going to be an Oiler game that night because that's what happened last
Every
year.
time.
And it's at the JW Marriott. So we had a chance to watch the Oilers play. They were playing on the road, but again, the moss pit just below us was free and it was full of people.
And
it was,
the watch parties. It doesn't matter if the team is there or on the road, really. The Rogers Place and Ice District is just going to be packed.
Yeah. So Wine and Words for the family literacy. Again, there's nothing more important than to being able to read and write. And there's unfortunately so many people now more than ever that don't have that luxury. And, how do you get a job? Where do you start when you can't read and write English, right? So it's
You get a podcast.
Yeah, that's a very good point. So Wine and Words this year, I've been the host of it for many, 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 many years. And it's happening on May 14th, and it's just going to be fantastic. And we've had artists like Jim Cuddy has been there many times. We had Chantal.
Gravier.
But I said her first name wrong, right? And that's got me in trouble with her, so I want to get it right.
Chantal?
It's not Chantal.
It's Chantal.
It's Chantal.
Okay.
Chantal Kraviadzik, who's awesome, and her husband, who is from some big rock group.
It's Rain Maida, right?
Yeah. He's a big rock guy.
Canadian rock star.
Yeah, he's really good. But
Our Lady Peace.
Our
That's
Lady
it.
Peace. There you
That's
go.
it. And
This
so
is why we pay you the big bucks.
that's why we bring you. And so this year, Serena Ryder is going to be performing.
Oh, stomp at your feet. Oh,
She's great.
Is that it?
You know that song?
No, I don't.
Stomp at your feet.
Oh,
it's a good song.
Stomp at your feet.
Yeah.
So I'll be hosting. We do a live auction. We have a lot of fun. And Serena Ryder and her "Stompin' Your Feet" song. So
Oh, what I wouldn't do. Yeah, I really like her songs. Actually, I was wondering what the "Stompa Your Feet" song is called because I was like, well, I can't remember. It's called "Stompa," so I should have known.
Stompa.
Stompa.
Okay, so Wine and Words happening, and get your tickets now. Just Google it, Center for Family Literacy. I said that I would help them, promote that on the podcast because it's a great cause, and it really is a great night. I look forward to seeing everybody there. Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention with Community Scheetz, I wanted to ask for Renato on this. The city begins seasonal yard waste collection. What is yard waste collection on April 20th? Do you know what yard waste is? I mean, why do they do it now? Is it just all the stuff you've collected over the winter? Obviously, it's
Well, and I think it's like if once the snow melts and you're raking like you're raking the grass and it's whatever you collect, it's that stuff, I think.
So they're under the impression that the snow will be melted by
Yes.
then.
Yeah, so
Because
it's-
our yard is still covered.
eggs and grass maybe in the winter you didn't get around to taking
Okay.
away, things like that.
that's kind of what I thought.
We could have 6 bags of snow mold and just give it away because it's still covered. Oh,
That's
Yeah.
a good point. I just wanted to point that out, that if you've got that yard waste, my heavens,
it's the time.
well, these guys bring their yard waste to our
Yeah,
dumpster
I
here.
was going to say, we don't need the pickup. It just goes into you and Bandy's shared dumpster.
Shout out to, what's the name of the company? First Plugs Free?
The
The dumpster company?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
It's green.
Yeah. Not GCL. Is it GCL?
No idea.
GFL.
GFL. Thank
Yeah,
you.
GFL. I did know it. Sometimes I think I don't know it, and then it's deep, deep, deep in there.
Yeah.
With the name Stompa.
All right. Again, thank you to our great friends at Crystal Glass for supplying Community Sheets. There it is. We've done it. I did it with makeup on.
Yeah, I
I've
was gonna
done it
say
with no voice.
your first episode in glam.
Yeah.
Next week you're gonna have fake eyelashes. We're gonna slowly turn you into a drag queen throughout the episodes here.
That'll work out for us. I would wonder, if next week will be the week, maybe we talk about, what we're going to do with the Talking Sheet studio, what Bailey's going to do with the rest of her life. There's
so
a
hard
lot
to
going
say
on.
what the Oilers are up to. That's gonna let's be real. On Monday our lives change forever. You can never really prepare for what the
No.
playoffs are going to bring, but it's really hard to focus on anything
But
else.
we literally plan our lives around it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Even especially not working for them, it's actually harder because now I have other things to move around.
Yeah.
Before it was like at least I knew I would be free
Yeah.
during the games because I had to work, but we'll see.
Okay. Well, let's go. Let's go, everybody.
F the Ducks. No, I don't. That's not sincere, but I do want to win.
Next week, we'll talk about the F word and
Oh yeah.
Renato's issue with it. Thanks to Alltech, Crystal Glass, Londonderry Dodge, Cook County Saloon and Steakhouse, and Mother Dough Bread Co. for bringing you this award-winning episode.
Even when we got nothing to talk about, there's nowhere I'd rather be. 'Cause there's something about you and me just sitting around talking sheets.